What's shaking, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more John Taylor, and we're going back to his 1995 album, Feelings Are Good and Other Lies, and we're up to a track called Down Again. You know, knowing the pain and sort of frustrations and anxieties and tensions and in some cases anger that has been prevalent through the different songs on the album, I would perhaps imagine that phrase to be related to a sort of period where, you know, in terms of the cycles, not only of your fortunes in life, you know, how things are going for you, but also your mental life and the sort of emotions that you're experiencing and feelings you're experiencing, which feels like this is tied into sort of the theme of the overall album. But my inclination would be to think that it relates to a sort of low point, a trough, a nadir of a cycle in which you feel, you know, the most amount of tension or frustration or anger or separation, whether between you and another person specifically, or, you know, you and all people, or maybe even like your own life. So ultimately, yeah, just knowing what I've heard on other songs on the album, I would perhaps be inclined to think it relates to a very low point in his sort of emotional state. But again, it could relate to something else. Obviously, people say that you're down to do this. I'm down to do that. I'm not sure how ubiquitous that type of phrasing was in 1995, and I'm less inclined to think that is a likely interpretation. Nevertheless, let's find out. This is John Taylor. The tune is Down Again, and it's from his 1995 album, Feelings Are Good and Other Lies. Not as much used to you, is that what you said? Looking around again, playing around again, I'm looking for something, someone to rescue me, someone that I can see, something that's inside me and I can't find it. I cannot be, I'm not used to you, dead. Speaks to the tension though, right? Yeah, again, I didn't catch everything there, but it does sound like it was not only a sort of low state emotionally, but like essentially saying to some other person, a significant person in their life or in his life, that I'm not much use to you, which is, you know, not only are you feeling bad, but you're saying like, you know, you might as well just leave me behind because I'm not, you know, I'm just feeling so down that I can't, you know, I'm not going to be much worth to you. So yeah, there's a lot of pain in the tune. I was thinking as I was listening, like sonically, it's not only different, I think, than Duran. Now, don't get me wrong, Duran can rock out, and Duran definitely has some songs that are like tougher edged and have sort of, you know, heavier guitar work. But yeah, it just feels like it's not only different from what Duran was doing in the mid-90s, but also, you know, different than Power Station. Again, like, I felt like a stronger rock vibe, heavier percussion. There was a different sound with Power Station, but I would say that what I just heard, which I realize that's like a decade later, but yeah, it's different from both other things that he is famously associated with. So again, as I've gone through this album, it does seem clear that, you know, he really had an artistic vision that he wanted to articulate. So yeah, it's a cool tune. Like I said, I'll have to listen to it again here if I can catch a couple of those lines, but I do think it was on some level about feeling, you know, in a really bad way emotionally, and almost to the point where, you know, you just want, like, you should stay away from me because, you know, right now I'm not worth much and I don't feel like I'd be good for anyone. So let me know if I've got that right. Let me know what you think about the tune. I will see you next time. Peace.